Hamilton Ticats win their second preseason game 42-25. Yes, I did have to check it on the scoreboard. Look, it's 11:30 or beyond that. This game went on forever. That said, the Ticats did learn, I think, what they needed to learn, which was their starting quarterback and their kicker.
Right, and I think you have on 3 Down Nation that it's Mazzoli and Mahar, and I think you're 100% right, and this game showed that.
What else did you like from what the Ticats did?
Jay Lang.
Yeah,
obviously,
2 picks.
Yeah, 2 picks. Shifted. We just had a long talk with Jay, talking about him reshaping his body. Said part of the inspiration was watching Kyle Lowry of the Raptors doing the same thing, being able to last the whole season. He wants to be better on special teams, and he showed that first pick he made was spectacularly athletic. Now, I didn't see the whole play. I didn't see if he was catching up and had been beaten, but it doesn't matter because at point of contact, that's what I judge a lot of things by. He made a tremendous interception. I mean, that doesn't matter who was throwing it, who the receivers were, what the caliber of the other, whether any of those guys are going to be playing. That was a great interception.
I think it's important to recognize, however, that the Ottawa Redblacks brought a team of second stringers, right? No Henry Burris, no Trevor Harris. There were probably 3 starters of the 24 that are actually going to play for them in week 1. So this was not, by any stretch of the imagination, a first string or whatever caliber team that the Redblacks came. So let's just include the grain of salt in the discussion. That's all I'm saying.
For sure, and it also makes it harder for Kent Austin and his staff to
get evaluations.
To get exactly the same. I mean, it was way better for Ottawa on the evaluations, and even the scouts. I talked to all the scouts from the other teams that were here saying, what do you see when you see a mismatch like this in terms of guys that are going to be playing and guys who aren't going to be playing, going against guys who are going to be playing? They said you don't learn a whole bunch about the guys who are going to be playing because of who they're playing against. You learn an awful. He says what you can see from this is guys who shouldn't be here. You know, that's one of the things. And I don't know that I saw too many of those from the Ticats. I think some of those cuts will be tough.
Yeah.
Especially around numbers 38 to 46 on the roster.
So
maybe not that low. 40 to 46 on the roster.
Let's talk about cuts for a second. Yeah. They've got to get to 46 is the roster, plus they have 10. Oh, look, and stats. Thanks,
stats
guys.
Too, yeah.
There you go.
Right on the score, it looks like. There.
Yeah,
okay,
perfect.
Good guess.
So they got to get to 46 plus 10 on the practice roster, then whatever injuries they have, and there were more of those again tonight. They lost another corner in Chris Davis. They saw Osi Kusi go down with a knee injury. Tegon Underwood suffered what looked like a head injury or concussion. This team has just been snake bit in terms of injuries, and that defensive backfield, again,
especially a corner.
Lost another guy. That's 4 in training camp.
Now, if you're a Hamilton defensive back and the coach comes to you on Sunday and says, we're moving you to corner, what do you say?
Yeah, you say I don't want the red shirt. I do not want to be on the away team. Like those guys are the ones that seem to be
getting down. Yeah.
So.
And it's just one of those things, and it's funny because after the first week, we talked to Kent Austin and said, "Do you feel a bit lucky
it's been
now?"
Great.
You know?
And then boom.
He says, "I'm not superstitious, or I wouldn't even be talking about that right now." And it's a good thing he, if he were superstitious, those superstitions would be confirmed right now by what's happened in the last week.
Short week for the Ticats. Yeah. They'll be on the field on Sunday. The same day they had to make cuts. They'll make their releases on Saturday to get things moving because they had to be on the field Sunday because their first game is in Toronto on Thursday to open the season against the Argos. That's a tough matchup. Yeah. New building for the Argos. Argos are going to be a good team, so a good early test for them and a good early test for us. Late deadline too.
Well, I think so. We'll be right on the minute and
just like we like it.
Yeah, just like we like it, and it's great. To me, it's always great when they play the Argos when it means something. It really. I mean, they opened the field here. Hamilton's opening the field there. It was serendipitous that it happened here because of the cancellations. Well, would you want it any other way? And would they want it any other way but Hamilton come in because they're going to bring a couple of thousand fans?
Good stuff. Make sure you check out 3 Down Nation, the Scratching Post. We'll have all this stuff from me and Steve and whoever else throughout the week. It's go time, baby. Here's the CFL season.
We're into it.
Here we go.
All right.